I'm Mike.
And I'm Amy. Today we're doing a campground review of Santa Rosa RV and Campground in Santa Rosa, New Mexico.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
So let's start off with general impressions.
Our first impression of this campground was it was clean, the folks were nice, and they had barbecue that would deliver to your door. So that was definitely a bonus. When Mike said, "Which one are we doing today?" I said, "The one that had the barbecue." The cost on this campsite for us was $42 for one night. So it's definitely right in our wheelhouse, our sweet spot of what we're looking for cost-wise. And we do take that into consideration when we evaluate and we go through our ratings. Next up is the campsite.
So the campsite was level, made of gravel, and it had grass in between. There was a 50 amp service there. There was not sewer hookups, but there was a centrally located dump station which worked really well, and you could also fill up your propane tanks there. It was not a fire pit. They definitely had Wi-Fi, and it was decent, and a picnic table. Next up is amenities.
For amenities, there were bathrooms and showers that were centrally located. They did have laundry as well, but the number of washers and dryers was unknown because we didn't use them, and the cost is also unknown. They also had a pool, and there was a playground located close to the office. They also had a gift shop as well as a camp store, but I'll be honest, this is back before we really started evaluating all the different parts, so I don't have as many notes on that, and they're not as detailed. Another item that we do have for amenities was the food delivery to the site. To me, that was a huge amenity because we don't always get a nice hot meal unless I fix it. When we pulled up and I went in and found out that they have not only food, but food delivered to your site, I was like, sign us up, please. So we ordered barbecue, we went to our campsite, we set it up. By the time we were done, they were delivering it with a golf cart directly to our campsite, and that was fantastic.
Can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that. Dog friendliness.
The dog area was partially grassed with a nice bench and a water bowl, and although there was no trash can in the dog park itself, there was a dumpster located very close by that you could throw the poop away in. The one downside to this dog park was that there was stickers and pricklies located in the sand and bushes inside of the actual dog walk area, which was unfortunate.
I mean, I don't really know that the campground could do anything about it because it's pretty common for that area. It was really unfortunate. I ended up having to pick probably 5 or 6 pricklies out of the dog's feet while we tried to just walk them around. And that was basically the way it was all throughout the camp. So just keep an eye on that because they are dog friendly, but they may have pricklies in their feet.
Next up is the camp store.
As I already touched on, we didn't really look at a lot of the details of the camp store, but they did have all the necessities.
Finally, camp staff interactions.
So this one was a little challenging because the people were super nice, but it was very difficult to get a hold of someone on the phone. Once you got through to someone on the phone, the people were very helpful and very pleasant.
For room, we gave them a
3.
because they had grass in between the sites and it was fairly level, and they had a picnic table. However, they did not have full hookups.
For service, we gave them a 4. We probably would have given them a 5 because we did have several interactions with multiple people that were pleasant. However, we did have a lot of difficulty getting a hold of them, and because of that, we gave them a 4.
But they had barbecue.
They did have barbecue, and it was delicious.
So for location, we gave them a
4.
Gave them a 4 because it was easy to access. It was a short drive through a small town with some wires overhanging, but there was no issues for us, and we're 13 feet tall, so it's easy to get the RV in.
And easy to maneuver around the campground as well. And I will say, they also had several large truck stops close by, so if you need to fill up on your way out of town, that's another plus.
And the campsites were well defined, so it wasn't hard to find your spot. For overall, we gave them a 4.
4. We really like this campground, and we would probably stop there again. Definitely, if you go, check out the barbecue.
They bring it to your site.
They bring it to your site. And I will say, if you have been to this campground, leave your comments and feedback in the comments for us. And if you feel like that we've been too harsh, let us know that too. We're always looking to improve our rating system. Don't wait another day to start your next adventure.
You got this.